This is The Top, where I interview entrepreneurs who are number one or number two in their industry in terms of revenue or customer base. You'll learn how much revenue they're making, what their marketing funnel looks like, and how many customers they have.
I'm now at $20,000 per talk.
5 and 6 million.
He is hell-bent on global domination.
We just broke our 100,000 unit sold mark.
And I'm your host, Nathan Latka.
Okay, Top Tribe, this week's winner of the $100 is Rick Siegmund. Rick Siegmund. He is stuck brick and mortar business. That is his focus. So congratulations, Rick. If you guys want to win $100 every Monday on the show, in order to enter, simply subscribe to the show on iTunes now, and then text the word Nathan to 33444. Again, text the word Nathan to 33444. Many people ask me what tool I used to sell my first company, Heyo. The answer is thetopinbox.com. I used it to send emails, schedule emails to be sent out later, and set reminders inside my inbox so I would know when potential buyers were actually interested, and I easily remember to follow up with ones that hadn't replied to me. You can try it for free at thetopinbox.com. Nathan Latka here. This is episode 550. Coming up tomorrow morning, you'll learn from Wayne Silberman. This is a company that I'm actually considering buying. I'd love to buy them, but here's the problem. He spent way too much on the business so far. He spent $500,000 building the business. It has 200,000 users. They launched it in 2014, but they can't figure out how to make it make money. Nathan Latka here. Good morning, guys. Our guest today is Daniel Araujo. He is the CEO at Attentive.us, a competitive intelligence platform that gives real-time info to teams that use Salesforce, HubSpot, Pipedrive, or Full Contact. He's an ex-Googler, loves data visualization, and all things technology. Daniel, are you ready to take us to the top?
I am. Thank you so much, Nathan.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Okay, so tell us what Attentive.us does and how you generate revenue.
Absolutely. So we're a SaaS platform, and the way that we work is we integrate with CRMs like you said, Salesforce, HubSpot, and we connect the information we have on the CRMs with external information. So we always looking for information like when a company that it is on your pipeline just got investment, or they have a new CMO, or they just launched a new product. All of those bits of information we can tell you straight away, so that you can take action on it.
And revenue model, how do you make money?
We charge a monthly fee, essentially. Besides the integrations, we have some clients where they wanted to use another CRM beside those four. And so in those cases, we charge a setup fee plus then a monthly fee for those.
I was going to say, so I see a range of price points from $59 up to $99. You probably have a bunch of others in between. Just give us an average sense. What's the average customer pay you per month?
Actually, the average is going to be higher than that because of the integrations. That would be around like $400, $300 a month.
Okay, I thought you said the integrations, so that was one time.
So yeah, the integrations is, but if you, but then we charge a monthly fee. And since it's customized, it depends on the number of companies that we are tracking, etc.
Okay.
The setup fee would be on the low thousands. So maybe it could go for like 1,000, 2,000 for the setup fee, and then it's $400 a month after that.
Got it. So on you're saying on average, your average customer is paying you $400 a month.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Tell us about, so how does this compare to like other kind of artificial intelligence or predictive analytics things that, help people, find and close leads? Think Crunchbase, Mattermark, CB Insights, that kind of stuff.
Sure. So the major difference there is that we don't have any researchers adding data to a database that you don't have to log in to find that information. What Attentive does is every company that enters your pipeline, Attentive will track them automatically and know who's a sales rep that's responsible for that company, right? And we were just going to ping that person with the information. All the other competitive intelligence tools that you see out there, the best they have is a watch list where you can log in and then mark a few companies that you want to receive email alerts. That's pretty much as far as it can go. Attentive, we want to be much more embedded on the tools that you use, so that you can say every time a lead enters my CRM, I want and they get investment, just ping me on Slack. So that I can call them straight away, for example.
How does all this get set up? I mean, if I was using this, I'm thinking, okay, I got to put my whole pipeline in here. I need to make sure they tag the companies correctly so that I can get the notification when one of my leads does raise capital. What's the setup look like?
It's incredibly fast. It takes you a minute to set it up. So if you go to our website, you define just the input, which is where are the companies coming from. So you connect your Salesforce accounts, for example, and then you say, where do you want to receive the alerts? Do you want to receive them via email, Slack, or for example, if you want to receive them right back on your Salesforce or Pipedrive, you can also do that as well. So after you define that, then you can also tweak, saying how many alerts you want to receive. Do you only want alerts once a day or as it happens? So you can customize that. But the most basic thing is define what is the list of companies that you care about and where do you want to receive the alerts. That's it.
So somebody has to have a CRM in order to really use this effectively, correct?
We have clients that they don't just gave us a list for like 6,000 companies that they want to track.
Well, like an Excel doc?
Yeah, just as simple as that. What we do is we will make sure that those companies are in our database. We can know exactly the different names that those companies can have. So we do all of that processing on our side. Of course, the CRM is a much better solution because it's dynamic, right? The companies that you remove from your CRM and the new ones that appear, Attentive will track them automatically. So it's more magic there if you use the CRMs for sure.
And give us a sense of traction so far. It's December 2016. How many customers are paying you each month?
We're just launching a new product, the one that I just described, where you can configure everything yourself. The first clients we got, they were just using the API. So we got 3 customers at this point just paying us through the API, and we just launched. We published yesterday on Product Hunt with this new interface where anyone can configure the new interface.
Okay, so let me just ask that in a different way so we can get a kind of a concrete answer. How many customers have given you kind of a credit card and you're billing them monthly today?
Yeah, that's 3 customers.
3, okay.
Through the API, yeah.
So is it fair to say I can do, to get back into monthly recurring revenue, 3 times an ARPU of 400, you're doing about $1,200 a month in revenue?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, and so you have, I can see from your website, you've got a team of 4, right?
We are 5. That's actually there's a 5th new person that just joined. We haven't updated the about page yet.
Nice. Who was the recent hire? What was the role?
We hired a head of growth. So essentially it's a role where he's going to do a little bit of marketing and a little bit of sales. So that's, the timing for launching this interface, of course, matches this hire so that it can help us, start generating leads. If you adding to those channels, look into churn and start looking at those metrics as we plan to move to actually shift the company and move to the US. Move our headquarters there. We want to have those metrics ready so that we can raise a further round of investment around March, April next year.
Yeah, Daniel, this is one of the reasons I want to have you on. Obviously, you're a small company. You're just starting out. You guys are in hustle mode, but you're unique in that you're in a unique geography, right? You're in Lisbon or Portugal, I believe, and you've also raised capital. How much capital have you raised to date?
We've raised roughly $150,000.
Okay, and that's USD?
Yes, correct.
And how'd you do that? Was that on a YC safe or a note or an equity round or what?
So the first investment we got was $100K from the biggest VC here from Portugal.
Which is
at the time, it's called Caixa Capital. I can ping you the link as well. And they gave us the initial money. The rest we did during this summer. We did something we call an advisor round, which is only for the remaining bits. So that's about 30K in USD, which was people that have been helping us for months. And we got some Techstars alumni. We got people from the competitive intelligence industry, also one of the co-founders of TalkDesk. So we got key people that know a lot about SaaS, know a lot about the competitive intelligence sector, and they've been helping us a lot. They really believe in our vision. So we wanted to get them on board as well.
Was this all via convertible note though, or did you sell equity?
Everything's equity now.
Okay,
so after we got after we initially was convertible notes from Caixa, and what we did is when we got the additional angels, we converted everything into equity.
So one of those angels had to be a lead investor, right, to come up with a term sheet?
Yes.
Walk me through the valuation conversation. What they value you at?
We actually didn't spend a lot of time discussing the valuation. It was pretty straightforward because of the convertible note. It had a cap of about $1 million.
Okay.
It was between $1 million and $2 million.
So that was your valuation?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it.
So we just stuck to that.
Which, considering, look, I mean, anyone else listening, $1,200 a month in MRR, you multiply by 12. So what is that? 14 grand per year in ish in revenue, getting kind of $1 million to $2 million pre-money valuation. Really, Daniel, I mean, that's not obviously a revenue valuation, but you have experience at Google. You know what you're doing. I mean, to walk us through some of the other things you use to kind of help the initial investors, I think you said Caixa Capital, be comfortable with a $1 or $2 million cap.
Yeah. So, like you said, in the really initial phases, when they got investment, we didn't have a single client. We just had the API that was working. We had a few conversations with potential partners and a few customers at the time, but there was no revenue at all. So they just made a bet on the team and the vision that we had. All the discussions we had throughout the year, and I think still today, you know, we have some traction. We have hundreds of teams using our Slack bot as well, which is free. So we see that there's a need in the market, but for now, I think the major bet there is, do you believe that this company can really grow and then that we can move up market as well? And I think we were fortunate to have Caixa Capital and also the angel investors that really see that vision in terms of our potential growth.
So on the 150 grand that's in the company on a valuation between 1 and 2 million, what, investors own about 10% of the business?
Yeah.
And that's about it. And did you split the rest amongst your co-founders or what?
Yes, exactly. It's just the 3 founders and then them.
Did you guys split it 33, 33, 33 at the beginning, or did you do it differently?
We've done it differently.
How'd you decide that? That's a tough conversation typically.
Totally. Yeah. For us, again, fortunately, we never had a lot of discussions as well within the founders. And at the beginning, so one of the founders is my brother.
Okay.
We started the project a little bit before that. So, you know, just building the initial prototype and the initial vision. And Luis came up a bit later than that. So we kind of decided that it would make sense this way.
Got it. Makes a lot of sense. You mentioned you want to raise more capital and move to the States. Everything's more expensive here. Why on earth would you want to do that?
We just think that given our market, right, it's enterprise software, integrating with key CRMs and platforms like HubSpot and Salesforce. So we think that we need to compete in the US. We already have clients in the US as well. So we think that that's the market that we need to win to make Attentive grow and really win in the market.
And what are you hoping to grow your monthly recurring revenue to before you go out and raise your next round?
I think for our next round, what we're going to be focused on is have an MRR of about 5 to 10K. But more than that as well is looking at the other metrics like churn and what's the conversion that we can go from a lead to a paid customer, and how fast can we move that and really build those initial metrics that are going to inform our next round.
And let's assume that you do have healthy metrics. You get to 10K in monthly recurring revenue. What valuation will you try and get on your Series A?
I think that will vary a lot. We are trying to join an acceleration program in the US. So I think it will vary a lot about, you know, those 2-3 months, see if we can really grow and fine tune those metrics. So that's going to change a lot because it will not be based on our costs or the cost that we need to develop the business, since we plan to keep the offices in Portugal to have development, maybe product support, etc. And and then we'll have the office in the US for marketing and sales. So we're very it's not a capital intensive business by any means. So we will just focus on how much can we grow and how fast do we need to grow, and that's going to inform how much we will need at the time. I think it's going to be around 3 million. So it's going to be around those lines, maybe less, maybe a bit more. It depends.
3 million raised or 3 million valuation?
Raised.
3 million raised, and you're doing 10K in monthly recurring revenue. So that'd be 120 grand in MRR. You're going to raise 3 million and try and get a valuation of 6 pre-money?
Yes. So that's going to, again, it depends a lot on the acceleration program because of that.
Yeah. What accelerator are you trying to get into?
To Techstars.
Which one? Boulder?
Boulder, yeah.
Folks, I may have to stop doing the podcast. I will tell you why. I have found a business and I'm ready to go all in. It's the one I want to take public by the time I turn 30. It's called thetopinbox.com. And here's why I know it's going to be big, very big. There are so many other companies charging way too much for this right now. Yesware, ToutApp, Boomerang. That's to do things like send later reminders and auto follow-ups for salespeople inside of your Gmail inbox. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it for free. We have so many people using it. It's growing so fast. fast, and we do many of the things that salespeople love. We don't require people to leave the inbox to go log into a website. It's so simple to use, and I have to tell you, I mean, salespeople are like drooling over this thing. They're like licking the drool off their keyboard. They're loving this thing so much. Thetopinbox.com. Go install it now. Use it for free, people. Okay, I like you because you're listeners. Use it for free before I decide to start charging for it. Go right now to thetopinbox.com. Okay, Top Tribe, I have to tell you, many people go, Nathan, you came out of nowhere. Your website's growing so fast. How'd you do it? The answer is simple. So I use HostGator. I don't know if you guys know that, but I use HostGator. And the reason I do, they have like about 4,500 free templates I can use because I don't code. Yeah, they've got a great e-commerce plugin. And guys, I wish you the best, but
give us more context first on you before we wrap up. These are the famous five. These are one-word answers. You ready?
So what I've done is I've worked with them. You guys want to make great deals. If you go to HostGator.com/Nathan, you can sign up, get your own domain for 30% off and a 45-day money-back guarantee. Okay, again, I make great deals for you guys. Go to HostGator.com/Nathan
most amazing ones lately has been Jeff Bezos.
Number 3 is is there a favorite online tool you have, like Acuity Scheduling?
I'd say HubSpot, out of all things.
Number 4, yes or no, do you get 8 hours of sleep every night?
Roughly, I'd say 7 or 8, yeah.
Okay, and what's your situation? Married, single, you have kids?
Married, no kids.
Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 29.
Nice. Okay, so Daniel, last question. Take us back 9 years. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
You're already late in learning, so just learn as fast as you can. So I think that will be the most important thing. Is sometimes you feel like you're 20, so you still have a lot of time ahead of you, but I would feel the urgency even more to learn and grow and live outside of Portugal and get as many experiences as possible.
There you guys have it from Daniel, the founder of Attentive.us. Grow faster. You're already late. They've got 3 customers paying $400 a month, about $1,200 in MRR. They've raised $150,000 in equity. So about 10% of that company is owned by investors looking and working hard to grow revenues to about 10K in monthly recurring revenues. They can join an accelerator here in the States. Daniel, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thank you so much.
If you enjoyed Daniel today, go back and listen to Eric yesterday. Eric runs Propeller CRM, and he breaks down why he thinks he'll win the CRM space after his big exit to Samsung with his last company. Top Tribe, I love giving away free money. I feel like Oprah giving away cars, and I have something special for you today. How many of you have heard our super sharp guests talk about success they've had with Facebook and Google Ads? Well, all of you listening right now, yes, if you're listening, you get $100 in free AdWords. Here's how you get it, okay? Again, thanks for listening. Get the free $100 from Google right when you sign up with my website host provider, HostGator. Go sign up now to get your free money. HostGator.com/Nathan. Again, that's HostGator.com/Nathan. Okay, Top Tribe, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. And don't forget, before you listen to any other episodes, subscribe on iTunes right now for your chance to win $100 every Monday.